Hey everyone, just turning my phone down. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year. And yeah, I know it has been a minute since I got on my Mel the Scientist channel. If you have, like actually been following me, you've seen that I've been posting on my gaming channel a lot more often in the past few months, but I have not been um, as frequent on my Mel the Scientist channel, and for a very good reason, and just a lot going on. But I did want to address everything, especially because um, I'm not a social media person really, and I don't feel like, saying where I've been all the time. I just kind of just don't do it. But I do want to address some things. It's nothing bad. It's just I've just been making a lot of decisions that have impacted my time and like how I have to allocate resources and time to do certain things and kind of just having to devote um a lot of energy to particular things. But I do still want to very much be a part of my YouTube channel and keep posting content. I'm also going to be changing the way that I do some content because I kind of got a little I'm going to turn my fan on. Ugh. I'm going to be changing up the way I do some content because I kind of just got, I don't want to say bored, but I kind of got tired of doing reactions myself, especially because there was only one type of reaction material that I was reacting to that was getting views versus other things. And just due to my personal nature, I don't want to feel like I should only do one type of reaction content in order to get views. I'm not that kind of person. And also, just as I've been watching YouTube a lot more often, I've been getting into certain parts of certain kinds of YouTube and certain information. That's been a lot more exciting and things that I should talk about. And I've been finding content that I would rather kind of talk about. um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's one part of it. Um, but the other part is that I've been making some life changes in terms of work in the future and education. Um, I decided to apply for PhD programs. For those of you who don't know, Mel the Scientist is not a term on paper. I am a lab technician. That is what my check says. I'm a lab technician. I also manage a laboratory, just kind of by default because I I'm kind of the only one in my lab. I work for a science education organization, and so I do a lot of work. I have a lot of responsibilities, and it's a very unique position that I'm in where usually a lab technician will have more than one person in the room and they'll have a superior or, someone to look after them. It's not really the case for me. I do have a boss. She's the director of our organization. However, I am kind of like right below her and I do many roles and I do many things. So I I get very burnt out sometimes. Actually, no, I am definitely burned out. I think I'm pretty much burned out when I say this, but I felt like it was time for me to continue the next stage of my educational journey. I have been dreaming about this since I was little. I've always wanted to go to graduate school, and I felt that it's been I feel like it's time to finally pursue that, especially because I've been able to find out things that I like and would like to study for graduate school. And now that I found that out, I was like, well, why wait? And yeah, so I had to put so much time and more than I ever thought I would have to put into for researching programs and finding out what I wanted to study. That's the big thing. I don't know if if you are someone who knows what it's like to apply to graduate school in any way, shape, or form, please let me know in the comments. I know there's not really too many people here right now, but if you're seeing this in the replay and you know what it's like to go through that, please let me know. I definitely want to know if any of my viewers have a similar experience to me. That would be really cool. But I've always wanted to go to graduate school. My mother has a master's degree, and I got to sit in on her classes when I was little, so I know what that process is kind of like. And I've always wanted that for myself. And yeah, I felt like it was the right time to start doing that. So I started prepping in November of 2023. That was when I started looking up like the very first school and the very first program. But I didn't actually know. I solidified what I actually wanted to study like in spring or summer of this year. So I had to start looking for programs a lot later than I would have. Even though I already got started looking at programs, I I found out what I actually wanted to study, and that's more important because there's literally no point of you getting into the wrong program, something that you just does not fit. So I had to really make sure I knew that's what I wanted. So I had to do a lot of extra study on top of that. And so this past year, 2024, was basically me being in that mindset. And I literally did not have time for anything else. So PhD applications, researching all of that. I applied to 7 programs in total. So I'm still in the limbo point, waiting to hear back. It's a very terrifying feeling. I haven't felt this way since I applied to undergraduate. So it's I can't say it's a new feeling, but it's a feeling that I had to take off the the shelf and dust off and be like, oh wow, I forgot it can feel like this. So yeah, I'm super excited though. I'm waiting to hear back. But in the meantime, I did want to address why I hadn't been posting. Just for those multiple reasons. One, I just did not want to post the same kind of content anymore. I wanted to still be in the realm of what I was reacting to, but I wanted it to be more of me creating more original content around it. Um, so yeah, so that was mostly that. I'm not going to make this live very long. I just wanted to address for, people who were my subscribers and who have been my subscribers for a while and those who subscribed while I was inactive. Um, so yeah, and if you are someone who has subscribed between like spring of last year and now, and I haven't posted in between then. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I haven't been able to express these feelings and future videos, but thank you so much for subscribing, and you've definitely come at a time where I'm going to be making some shifts, and I'm excited for those shifts, and I don't want to be restricted by what I felt when I was doing my previous content. I just don't want to react to just one type of one channel, one type of content, just for views sake, especially because my subscribership hasn't even gone up significantly while going on that trend. So I would rather just take this time while I have less than 2,000 and reinvent how I want to do some things. And if you stay with me, that's so cool. And I think you'll definitely be getting a much more refined Mel the Scientist YouTube channel. And if not, if you feel like it's not for you, I totally understand. And if you have unsubscribed in that time, because I definitely saw a drop in subscribers, which is understandable, especially because I haven't been saying anything or even letting people know what's up. That's fair. Um, and my feelings aren't hurt at all. But yeah, these are personal changes that I felt like I had to make, and I'm a very logical person. I'm a Libra, I'm a scale, so I'm always weighing opportunities and whether, I'm always weighing how I need to manage, time and dedicate something towards something else. And um it's a lot when you have to do 5 different things at the same time, and within those 5 things, there's like an umbrella of responsibilities you have within that, and you're only one person. It's hard to do that, and I'm not a full-time YouTuber. Um, However, with my gaming channel, you've seen that I do post more often on that because gaming is my way of relaxing. So like that's me coming, home from work or like during the weekend, and I'm just kind of just peed, like I'm tired. But yeah, the gaming channel is definitely a way for me to like enjoy the time that I do have off. So I was like, well, this would be a great time to get my gaming channel up and not having to compete with my Mother Scientist channel. And I actually got a lot. I'm at 96 right now. I think in probably like May of when I stopped posting on my Mother Scientist channel, I don't know where I was with my gaming, but I was probably around maybe like 50 something. I have no, I can check my my analytics. I don't know where I was, but I've gained a lot of subscribers since then for my gaming channel. I'm not at 100 yet. I'm at 96. And that's still really cool because I know a gaming channel is very competitive on YouTube, but I'm up for the challenge. I honestly feel like if my gaming channel surpasses my regular channel, that's actually going to be pretty rad. Um, so I'm so down for that. I can't wait for my gaming channel to be, like really popular with a lot of viewership. That'd be really cool. And I only play horror games because I'm an October child, and horror is the only thing that excites me. So, like, there's definitely some games coming. Be sure to check that out. And yeah, I'm having a great time on my gaming channel. I really am. So, and I understand if not all my subscribers want to, see that content. That's totally up to you. But if you are someone who supports both channels, then you've seen me a lot more consistently, and it probably wasn't even a problem for you for me not posting on the MTS channel. But nevertheless, I'm still cool about the progress on my gaming channel, and I can't wait to hit 100. I only have 4 more subscribers left. So if you're watching this and you want to check out my gaming channel and subscribe, that'd be really cool. Thank you so much. But yeah, and also my channel right now, my MTS channel, is less than 200. I lost like a good 70 subscribers right before um posting this live right now. So I kind of dropped back down a little bit. I'm at like 1,800 something. I was really close to 1,900, and I only would have had like 100 left, but then I dropped. So, but that's all right. Totally get it. Like I said, if it's just not, if you're kind of just tired of me not posting anymore, you unsubscribe. Like I said, totally get it. I am so not one of those people who was like, why would they unsubscribe? Like my channel is great. It's not even. My channel has always been like for fun, for me to like share my thoughts about stuff that I react to, have a great time, build viewership, connect with other people. And yeah, that's really all I care about. So with my gaming channel only having 96 subscribers, it's been going up in viewership and like commenting, and I think that's way more important. So I'd rather have people who are more dedicated than have like a million subscribers and only like 10,000 are actually in tune with my content or post or whatever. So I'd rather have a million people who are present in the moment and supporting my channel. So if it has to be a slow growth, then it has to be a slow growth. That's what it is. So I'm totally chill on that. So, I mean, I would love for this channel to for my 2 channels to, make amazing side change, that's for sure. Um, but it's not at that point yet, and it's okay. I'm totally cool with that. But yeah, just some life changes that I really had to take care of, and applying for graduate school is a really big life change because that's another 5 years that you're devoting your life to for education and um, wanting to create novel research. Um, and it seems like a lot of weight, and you have to be mentally prepared to start going on that journey. And I think I am very excited to finally start that. And even when I do get into graduate school, I'm still going to try and post. I'll probably definitely still be posting on the gaming channel very consistently. But in terms of my MTS channel, I, with the way that my content will be going, I don't know if it can be as frequent as the gaming channel, but I will definitely still try and do. There's some ideas that I really would like to apply and have, and I've been getting more cultured in terms of other nerd stuff and like movies and TV and anime and stuff, and it's been picking my interest at doing some other things. Like since the last time I posted, I was probably in like the first or second season of One Piece, and now like I'm on episode 800 something. like like I've had a One Piece journey in the past year. So it's been great. And like there are some definitely some One Piece things I want to talk about. I also got to meet some people. Like I got to meet three voice actors from different anime shows. I got to meet like an actual celebrity at, from like the cons in my area and stuff. And yeah, it's been really cool. And I got like some stuff signed. Like I got a Black Butler poster signed by Sebastian himself. Like that was wild. I got like I've been building up my My Hero Funko Pop collection. Um I even got I got to meet and take a picture with the Lemillion actor. He's great. I had like a 10-minute conversation with him, and I might actually want him to talk about what he was telling me about because I think it actually applies to my channel content. And I think it would be great if I could like message him and get him to talk about what he was telling me because he said he resonates heavily with his character Lemillion, and he's faced similar situations. So I would love to be able to like get him to get on the channel and talk about that. So I have some really cool ideas that I want to execute. So I'm really excited for that, which is why I felt like I had to I just didn't want to do that kind of just reaction content because I have so much more to offer than just reacting to like videos about animals, especially because I don't want to sound offensive, but I just I love learning about animal facts. I think it's really cool. Do I want that to be the bulk of my reaction content? No, because I have lots of other things that I would like to do, and I don't want to feel pressure to only do things that will get me views because I'm not someone who cares about that. And analytically, yes, I do care, and I want to make smart decisions as a lab technician, molecular biologist. Of course, I'm going to think that way. I'm a very logical person, so I will do what I need to do. At the same time, I do what I want. So, I'm very much of that mindset. That being said, I would also listen to what my, viewers have to say. So, if you're watching, even in the replay, like, let me know what you wanna see. So, there's some other like, I don't know, I was thinking about doing some murder mystery stuff, but I don't know, it's a lot. And some of the stuff that I'm thinking about, I'm gonna have to write scripts for, like some YouTubers usually do have to write scripts, and that's fine. Um I also need to get a new phone, so I can have a better camera because my phone is literally like 7 years old. This is the iPhone 8, and it was 2 years old when I got it back in like 2019. So, the camera is literally like bobbing back and forth without even moving. It's literally broken. So I gotta get a new phone. I don't have the materials for making videos at this time, but I will definitely get me some some better material to film things with. Uh, but yeah, uh, yeah. So just the combination of doing PhD applications, which take up so much time and take a lot of data, and the whole month of November, I literally wrote all of my essays for the applications. So if you don't know what a graduate school application is, at least for PhDs, there's so much that goes into it. But the part of the application where you really get to voice your passion for what you want to do and what you're trying to study, like I watched so many YouTube videos on why your statement of purpose is the best part of your application that like your best chance of really explaining all of that and letting them know who you are and why you want to do what you want to do. I I did so much research. I had to do so much inward thinking and pulling out what I wanted to do, and writing it down and making sure I explain myself in the best way and represent myself in a way that I can, at least get to the interview stage and be able to talk with the admissions and, you know, God willing, get into a school. But that whole process, it takes so much out of you. It really does. And like I said, I spent the whole month of November making over 20 essays. Yep, I wrote over 20 essays of 7 schools. They had 1 to 5 essays per school. Yeah, because one of them had 5, and I'll always do you should always do the optional essays. If they give you an optional choice, you take it because it's there for a reason. Hey, Rob, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Uh, yeah, so it's been a lot. So this whole month of December, I did post on my gaming channel right after that. That video I had that cooking for like 2 months. I finally got to edit it after I finished my application process because, like I said, over 20 essays, that's not something you want to do in the span of a month. Um, but I was very determined to get it done, and I had to take a whole month to just release myself of all that stress. So that's why I'm back in January now. I'm very happy to get going again and start producing some content. But that's why I wanted to get on a live and talk about those things. So yeah, that really was just kind of it. Um, but yeah, like I said, thank you to everyone who has been watching and becoming a fan over the months that I haven't been posting. Um, I'll definitely be uh, coming with a lot more stuff, and still might be doing, lives on some shows that I like. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I called myself wanting to do episodes of One Piece, but like I said, I'm on like episode 800 and something now. So yeah, I can't, probably not going to do that. I've just been enjoying the show for what it is. I'll definitely talk about it. Like I may post videos on, I may create another channel just to talk about anime content. I may have to do that because it's probably not going to jive well with my Mel the Scientist channel. So if I'll just create another channel because I definitely have some ideas. Like I also have my brother who has been into anime way longer than me. He's probably way nerdier than me. He's 30 years old. I'm 26. He's 30. We are the same person when it comes to things we love. So I'll probably get him to do some stuff. Actually, if you were on my gaming channel and you saw some of my lives, I've been playing Dead Space 3 with him. That was my first sibling co-op and the first time I ever co-opted on a game. So yeah, that's been pretty cool. Like I said, I had to take a hiatus off of that because of my PhD applications. But I think tomorrow I'll probably try and finish the game up with him tomorrow. So we'll see. Just keep that in line. Uh, Oh yeah, I can't wait for the second season too. I wonder what they're going to do. My thing going into it was I knew when the live action came out. When the live action came out, I was early in the One Piece seasons, so I wanted to watch a lot more seasons before watching it, and I'm glad I did because they had stuff in the live action that was in like season 15 and like maybe 15, 16, well, at least on the Netflix version of the seasons. They had some stuff that was like in way later seasons. That's what I was like, I knew it. I was like, if I just watch it until like, I think I waited until like that halfway point where they spend 2 years training and stuff. I got to that point and then I watched the live action. Because I knew there might be some stuff in there that could spoil me. But I actually did like it. I feel like everyone was well cast. Um, and I would like to see what they do for it. They only had one choice, and that was to be as campy as the show. I didn't know how they were going to do it, but I did not mind it. I did not mind it at all, and I thought everyone actually kind of looked really good, in terms of their uh their parts. So yeah, but there's some other shows that I want to get into. There's some other shows that are definitely worth talking about. Um, and yeah, uh, so I may just have a separate one for a separate channel for anime content. I got to figure out what to name that. All my channels start with Mel the, so I got to figure out what to do with it. and it's gotta be. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. but but yeah, that was that. I didn't want to stay on too long. I just wanted to talk about me having a very busy year. I have a lot of responsibilities at my workplace, and I'm in charge of a lot of things at work. Um, so it just didn't leave a lot of time for me to film some reactions, and then I was just kind of getting a little bored with reacting myself, and I want to create some content that's just like a bit different than what I was doing, even if it is things that I might react to, just giving more of my original take on something and spending more time with it, and like writing scripts that kind of just give a lot more, because it's hard for me to think on the spot sometimes, especially when I'm just not really feeling up to it. So um yeah, you know, she was 10 episodes instead of 8. Yeah, I when they cut to General Captain Smoker, I thought that they were going to do all of the first season, but from what I remember on the anime, it was like 61 seasons for season 1. Not 61 seasons, 61 episodes for season 1. And I thought they were going to do that, but they just ended with the Nami arc, which is I can see how that will close that out. Um so I hope in the second season they don't take too much time with being at that the place where Gold Roger was executed. I hope that's like an episode or two, and then they move on to getting to the Grand Line. So I wonder where they'll end with that. I hope they probably do like the season 2 would probably have to be the Alabasta arc, probably. I don't know how they're good. I don't know how many live action seasons they're gonna do. If it's gonna be a lot, so I mean, as long as the fans are up for it, I would love for them, if they're going to do these, like keep doing these live actions, just take a lot of those episodes out. I watch every episode. My brother told me that I should just, like not look at filler episodes, or like there's websites where you can know which ones are the filler episodes and you just kind of skip. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm just going to watch all of it because it's 20 minutes. It's not going to kill me if, I can just watch something else, or not watch something else, do something else while I'm looking if need be. But I don't think there's been a single super filler episode that I didn't enjoy. I think overall though, I give the anime like an A minus. I say an A minus, probably just like a 90 out of 100, because like I said, some of these arcs draw really long. They get really, really long. Um, I just came off the Dressrosa, not just, because right now I'm on Big Mom's Island. We're at Whole Cake Island right now, and they're about to defeat Big Mom. So that's a long ways away. Uh, I already know that's gonna be like 1,000 episodes just taking her down because she's an emperor. So I already know how they can get a bit formulaic, um, but I do like them, and the characters, they don't, they've been their way since the first episode, and I do like that. I do like how the characters have never changed in terms of their personalities. They've been really consistent with that. Some things that were funny in season 1 are still funny now in terms of like their quirks and isms and stuff like that. So, uh, let's see, together. Yeah, in the East Blue, yeah. In the second season. Yeah, I feel like it has to be the Alabasta arc. It has to be for the second season, because that was a lot. That was the first arc that was its own thing after getting the group together. Yeah, because that's after they get Chopper. Oh, you know what? No, Chopper's was technically the first different arc besides then when they just got to the Grand Line, they go to Drum Island. Yeah, and they get Chopper, and then those are episodes there. Not as long. That's right, because Nami gets sick and then goes to the island. Yeah, but the Alabasta arc, that was the first one that was like really long, and like in the beginning they had like the map of them getting closer and stuff, because they always do that when the arc is long. So yeah, so like I literally, so I was watching the episode up to I got onto the stream. So the episode I'm at now is where Luffy and just popped out of the birthday, like the Sanji wedding with Pudding just got interrupted. and so Luffy's popping out the cake, like, literally, I'm, like, right there, so I don't know what's gonna happen next. So, that's where I'm at. I can't wait to see how they'll defeat Big Mom. Um, and yeah, but, I finished the technically, the Zoe arc isn't finished, uh, but that's the Zoe arc with them on the giant elephant. The Dressrosa arc is my favorite, and Doflamingo is my favorite villain. He is my favorite villain of all time, and I want to dress like him. Absolutely, I want to dress like him for like a cosplay event or something. One, because I love fur, and I'm gonna need that long pink jacket. That's gonna happen. So, if I have to make the coat from scratch, then I will. I have literally been looking online for like coats that are like long and pink and feathery, but I haven't been getting what I want. So, uh, yeah, I may just have to walk into Joann Fabrics and get me some long pink, fluffy material and learn how to make a coat or something. It's gonna happen. I need to somehow find his glasses. I don't know how to make glasses. I don't know how to find. I don't want no cheap glasses though. But honestly, I can't see anyway. I would need real glasses to see. So you know what? If I enter a cosplay competition, I'm just going to have to be blind, and it's all right. Um, Definitely. Oh, your favorite villain is Crocodile? Nah. Nah, he was annoying. The reason why I like Doflamingo so much is because I felt like he was the first villain for me in all of these episodes, all the villains that they. So the reason why I also give it like an A minus is because I'm not too big a fan of these villains sometimes. Most of the times they'll have a good villain who's super powerful, usually like a Logia type, and they're super hard to beat. And you don't know too much about their backstory because it doesn't matter sometimes. But a Crocodile wasn't I didn't like him, but he wasn't annoying. Like he was evil. Um, but he wasn't insufferable. Like there were some insufferable villains that I just was like, can they please just get rid of them now? Like I'm gonna need this arc to be done. Um, so like there's just some that I'm just not a fan of. But Doflamingo, like the whole Dressrosa arc, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who doesn't know, but that's one evil mofo right there. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause you see him like in between, like from the first season to the season where he becomes the main target villain, you see him from time to time. Like they sprinkle him in sometimes just to remind you about the seven warlords and things like that. But then you start getting into what he's doing and how shady he is and what he's been doing to like the people around him, and I love it. And also you find out what he is, and I was like, yes, finally someone with this background. And you just find out that like he's just evil. He's evil. And like usually those villains will be annoying evil, but his is like he's evil from within. Like his is a different kind of evil that I just live for. And yeah, they definitely should have, defeat him. I'm glad they defeated him. At the same time, I kind of want to see more from him. It's all right if I don't, but I kind of want to. I'm dressing up as him for sure, for sure. I'm gonna drag that outfit up when I make it. So yeah, um, yeah. The Ennie's lobby, yeah, that took a. Oh, I can't stand. This will probably be an unpopular opinion, but I cannot stand uh Buggy. I cannot stand Captain Buggy. Really can't stand him. Like, why is he still relevant? Like, how did he even become a warlord? Like, I know he had the camera and whatever at at the war at Marineford, and like he was there, so they probably offered him like a warlord position. But I'm like, why? Like, Luffy literally kicked his behind in the first season without any like gears. Like he was literally at just regular first gear and shot him out into the sea. Like he's no threat to Luffy. Never has been, never will be. Like when Luffy becomes king of the pirates, he's going to be the most goated, untouchable person. Like literally no one will be able to touch him. And like so I don't know. I mean Buggy, I guess he's been getting better not better. I guess he, each person discovers themselves a little bit more as they travel through the One Piece oceans and the Grand Line and the New World and stuff or whatever. But I just feel like Buggy is just not that dude. Like I don't like him. I don't know, I don't know. I don't know why they keep writing this character into the show. Every time I see him, I'm annoyed. It's like when they get to him, he's not going to be a threat to them in any way. Like, at least I hope not. It's going to be really annoying if he has powers that cause them a lot. Okay, so we actually this is an arc I can't wait for. Yeah, I know I probably did upset the Buggy fans, but I don't know why. He's not likable. I don't like him. I don't know why he keeps being shown. There's so many like I mean, he can't touch Doflamingo. He can't touch Big Mom. He can't touch nobody. Almost nobody that the Straw Hats have fought before. Like, oh yeah, I also was upset at like I didn't know anything about Ace, that whole thing. There were a lot of episodes that led up to that, and for it to have that happen, I was like, we just sat here for like 40,000 episodes just to not even get what we wanted from that. But okay, it's realistic, I guess. But yeah. But I guess it's whatever. Love Ace though. Um, but yeah, like there's just so many better villains that they faced. Like some annoying ones, and Buggy is definitely one of the ones at the top for me. Oh my god. The one so there was a whole season that I just want to throw out the trash. Um it's the season where they um yeah, the only thing that's going for him is that he was a part of Roger's crew or whatever. He was one of the newbies on Roger's crew, but like what Shanks was a member of his was it Shanks? Yeah. And like he's an emperor now. So like what the fuck I mean, what's Buggy? I'm sorry, I almost cursed. What's Buggy doing in comparison? Like Shanks is that dude. Like I can't wait for them to finally get to him and like I mean, he's gonna have to defeat. I mean, even though they're family and everything, it's gonna be like a family tussle or whatever. Like where Luffy has to prove himself to take all the emperors down. But I can't wait for that moment when I get to it. I don't know if it's been completed yet, but like I can't wait for that. But like I don't want to see Buggy again. Like leave him in the past seasons. I don't want to see that again. I'm ready for them in the new world here and now. I'm also ready for them to go to that casino island that they hinted at the not hinted they did it was like this little movie that they did kind of sort of that it was like the Gran Torino Island. Like I can't wait for that one. I I mean I'm sure I'll be surprised, but like I'm probably still gonna be annoyed. No shade. But yeah. Um there are other people that I would rather see more of or again. And some that I can just kind of leave in the seasons that they were at. One of these villains is what's that? The Fox dude, the Fox pirate captain. That whole thing, that whole season where they got trapped and they had to do those games. I want that whole season thrown into the trash. That whole season, I was like, can we leave now? Like what? I just feel like that whole season was a filler season and I didn't need it. They could have just moved on. They went to that island where that dude was on stilts for like 20 years or whatever. And like they trap the ships in and make them play Davy Jones locker games or whatever the hell. And I did not like that whole season. The only funny part of that whole thing was Sanji and Zoro fighting the whole time because that never gets. I would say that never gets old. Sanji and Zoro fighting like even when they're supposed to be like actively trying to help the team win, and they're sitting there just arguing the whole time, like literally just fighting each other when they're supposed to be like fighting against the other people. That was funny. Like I could not stop laughing at that. Yeah, Foxy, whatever his name was. Okay, yeah, okay, so it wasn't just me. Like it was pointless. It was absolutely pointless. Like I did not I mean even less I can deal with Buggy over that Foxy dude. I can't stand him. Like that was a negative season for me. I did not want that whole season to exist. they could have just left that island after meeting that dude on the stilts. But that's yeah. Uh, but yeah, Zoro and Sanji, they're stupid. I love them. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I've had a definitely a big anime journey watching One Piece. So I feel like I'm definitely like I'm getting up there. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I'm at the fourth gear. I know at this point that Luffy is worth like 3 billion something apparently, and I'm like I can't wait to see like, you know, I can't wait to see them defeat Big Mom. I can't wait to see them defeat Kaido. Um like I can't wait for them to get to uh um what's their Kinemon island called? I forget. I can't wait for them to get there because I know Zoro and them are traveling there right now to rally up their supporters to take down the Shogun and Kaido. So I would like to get there, but I am interested in this Big Mom, Whole Cake Island, thing. I do. I mean, this is the first emperor we're taking down. So, and we've been looking forward for this since Fishman Island when we saw her pirate flags there, because she actually didn't give a damn about those people. She just took over after Whitebeard. So it stops at 1,122. Okay, all right, that's still a lot, but yeah, I started in March of 2024 with One Piece, so we'll see how much I can get to by the time that 1 year rolls around. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, and I have One Piece charms in my bag. Like, I want to get Zoro swords. Um, yeah, there's some fun characters uh that you can definitely. There's an endless amount of costumes for anyone who wants to do cosplay forever and ever. Endless amount of characters in One Piece you could do. Um, but yeah, I want to do Doflamingo because his outfit, he has the best outfit. He's the best villain. Like, he did the most evil things. Like, love him. Love it. That whole Dressrosa. Now, the Dressrosa arc is super long, but like I said, it was interesting. And like I said, he's diabolical. So like whenever one thing would end, he'd be like, "Oh nope, I got some other things up my sleeve." He's like, "Okay, well, even if he found out the truth, here's something else I'm gonna do." Like, loved it. Like, he was uber prepared. Um, even when he wasn't prepared, he like had some other conniving stuff. Like, I freaking loved Doflamingo. So, oh, you caught it when it was half finished. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the thing for me is I was looking at the One Piece Funko Pops, and I would be like, God, there are just endless characters for this One Piece show. I was like, I'm always seeing a different character, like, and as I moved through the anime, I was like, I still haven't seen these characters from these latest Funko Pops yet. I was like, how long do I have to go? So like every time I watch a new arc, or I feel like I got a lot further, and I go to like a con and I see there's characters I just don't know like at all. Like I only have two One Piece Funko Pops right now. Ugh. I only have a Luffy and Nami that I got from Hot Topic. Because I wanted to build the original crew first. I haven't seen any of the other pops, but I have to get a Zoro. I have to get a Sanji. I saw a Chopper one, but I didn't know who Chopper was. So I thought Chopper, because he wasn't like a human. I thought he was like an animal that I guess has an important role for like an arc or something, and then never see him again. But I was like, oh, he's a part of the crew now. Um, so I gotta try and find that when I get a chance. I gotta get a Robin. Um, I gotta get everybody else. So I want to have the crew first before I get other people. So yeah, it's a big anime, but that's the one of the big three that I wanted to start first. So I do also want to start Bleach. Naruto, I'm probably never gonna get into. Even though I do have a Naruto sword behind me. I don't know whose sword that is, the black and white one. I'm trying to get out the way. There we go. That's a Naruto sword, and that was supposed to be my like promise to myself to start it. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot, and it's the least interesting of the three for me. So Bleach is horror, so I'm obviously gonna watch that. One Piece, I was just genuinely interested because of how campy it is and how super popular it is. I mean, every time I go to a con, there's 1,001 Luffy's all the time, all of the time. Like I was taking a picture with someone who wanted to take a picture with me in this outfit that I had on, and I looked back and there was literally like a little boy who was Luffy and like an older sister who was like Ace. I was like, oh my god! And I didn't know who they were in my picture until I like watched One Piece, and I was like, oh my god, I can see that they're in the picture now. So like, there's always going to be some Luffy's, some Zoros. Like they will always be present in multiples of them. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a big anime journey for me, and I finally get to say that I'm like way more than halfway through into One Piece, and I feel a lot more comfortable in terms of my One Piece knowledge. But yeah, I still have a lot more to go. And I'm also excited for that casino arc because the dude who's the villain in that is also he's the voice actor that I met this year, and he's the voice actor for Hisoka. Like I met the voice actor for Hisoka this year, and I don't know if anyone knew, but he's my favorite anime character of all time. So I definitely met the actor this year. And I got my Funko Pop signed by him with my name on it and everything, and a famous Hisoka quote. And got a picture with him. Went to his panels, and he literally spoke as Hisoka to me. I was like, if if my life ended at that point, I actually would have been really happy. So yeah, but actually I'll be able to see him again because the Hunter x Hunter cast is coming to DC for Awesome Con, so I'll get to see him again and meet him, and I'll show him my picture from when I met him the first time because I met him in a different state. I met him in Memphis because I went to go visit my friend who lives in Memphis, and it was his first time going to a con. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So I met him there, and yeah, I'm gonna meet him again in April. So I'm excited for that. So um, I can die down my excitement of meeting him because I just can't believe it. Still can't believe I met Hisoka. Um, yeah. So I mean, like literally, there's a Hisoka right here. A Hisoka with the Shamrock Green outfit from when he was in the Phantom Troop. So yeah, that's my favorite dude right there. But yeah, uh, I'm probably just going to get off and continue watching where I left off because things are starting to get good in One Piece, and I want to see them take down Big Mom. But I also wanted to touch base with anyone who was interested in listening to what I had to say. And yeah, like it wasn't I'm just not someone who consistently I don't know. I mean, I don't have any followers on Twitter, so like there was no point in me just posting all the time if I wasn't posting to anyone. But if you are looking and you want to, let me put my social media up. So that's my social media. If you want to follow me. But I'm just not a social media person. I am an old woman when it comes to that stuff. I really am. I just could not give a damn. But I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm getting clips of my game of my channel so I can have some clips for TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I do want to be more active and get more people to start looking. I realize there's just some things you have to do to bite that bullet, and so I'm definitely going to do that. Like I said, I'm in a better space of being able to have that kind of time to do that. Um, but yeah, like I'm just not that kind of person. But definitely look forward to some new content and a new way that I'm going to be presenting it. For my gaming channel, I'll definitely still be posting as regularly as I can. Like I said, Monday is my favorite day. for doing that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try and keep Monday um, as the day where I'll usually post for the gaming channel, and um, yeah. Anything else? But yeah, just want to let you guys know that it wasn't just me like dilly dallying and just not posting. PhD applications were very stressful, having to look them up and see what I wanted to do, having to figure out what I wanted to do, so that I can talk about them. And like it took a lot of mental, psychological energy. Also, writing a lot of those essays, I had to dig up, like stuff that I didn't want to have to think about in terms of like, overcoming adversities and diversity and stuff like that. Just things that, you don't feel like having to talk about, but you have to pull that stuff up in order to talk about it. And, a PhD is it's basically like applying for a job because you get a stipend. But the thing is, like, you really have to be worth the investment. So I had to put that time in to really let them know that I'm worth the investment. So it took a lot of self-reflection and research and study. So um, I had to put myself first for that. Um, but I definitely can't wait to get back to like filming and doing some stuff. I'm still busy now, but I don't have the pressure of the applications on my back. But I mean, I do have the pressure of interviews. Lord willing, I get them. So, but other than that, I'm still super excited for this next, phase in my life. But it's not going to exclude any of you because I'm super excited about my channels. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Um, I wish I could call myself a full-time YouTuber. I had have been posted a whole bunch of stuff by now. But such is not the fact for me right now. But like I can't wait to be a lot more active and be consistent and have a lot more viewership and subscriptions, and I'm working on it and we'll get there. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you so much for um supporting my channel. If you're someone who supports either the Mel the Science channel or Mel the Gamer channel or both, either way, I'm grateful for all of it. And I'll definitely be more active. That's why I wanted to go on this live as a promise to myself to make sure that I'm more active. Because it can be kind of stress relieving, even though editing is stressful. But I really love having content that's out, and it's really fun to do this for people and have people like comment and say they enjoyed it or, go along with it. So it's really cool. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna keep this less than an hour. But yeah. Thanks Rob for commenting through the whole time. Thanks for being a One Piece fan. Um, and thanks for also supporting me in my videos and stuff. Like I'm always watching out for comments and, responding when I can. And I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, thank you so much to everyone. I'm going to go back to One Piece right now and just take a little bit of a breather because I have to work from home tomorrow. But yeah, thanks again, and I will hopefully see you very soon on my Mel the Scientist channel with some content. And you'll definitely see me on my gaming channel very soon. Because like I said, I've been getting pretty consistent on there. But for Mel the Scientist folks, I will see you very soon with a different like rejuvenated channel. So thank you so much. Have a great day or night. And I will see you soon on YouTube. Thank you so much.